we just set out on a hike that I have been wanting to do for years. We actually got a permit to do this hike a few years ago, but when we drove out to the trailhead, discovered that I had forgotten my hiking shoes back at our hotel, and it was kind of a long drive, so we just didn't have time to go back and get them. But we're back now. I have the right shoes, and now we're gonna go hike Buckskin Gulch, the longest slot canyon in the world. So there are a couple of different access points for Buckskin Gulch. We started at the Buckskin Gulch trailhead. We wanted to hike from the Wire Pass trailhead because I've heard it's just a prettier hike. But there's currently a lot of water in the Wire Pass Slot Canyon. I guess it's knee deep right now based on recent reviews that I read, and I'm not about to hike through water in the middle of the winter. The entire Slot Canyon is over 20 miles long, so we're obviously not doing that today. We're just doing it out and back. We also have my dog with us, and he's an older guy, and so we're just gonna let him dictate how far we hike, but hopefully we get to see some pretty cool Slot Canyon. So one of the downsides to starting from the Buckskin Gulch trailhead is that the approach to Buckskin Gulch is fairly long. We're currently over 1.6 miles in, still not at the canyon yet, and the approach is also very exposed. I'm actually really glad I wore my hat. Well, it looks like this is the end of the road for us. Beckett has spoken. We knew this was a risk taking this route. Beckett comes before a Slot Canyon always. So we went back to the trailhead and then drove down the road a little bit to the Wire Pass trailhead. We just left, we're hiking that trail now. We're gonna see how far we can make it. Beckett is pretty tired, but still has a little bit of energy left in him. We think he's a little bit of a diva dog when it comes to wanting to turn around. To be completely honest, sometimes he just doesn't even want to leave the truck, but once he's out on the trail, he's having a good time. But we shall see how the Wire Pass trail goes. Because we've already hiked 6 miles, I don't anticipate being able to make it all the way to Buckskin Gulch from here, just because, again, Beckett's kind of tired already. But Wire Pass is a slot canyon as well, and it's supposed to be really pretty, so I just want to come check it out. So it turns out it was probably a good call to go the other direction because of that very tall ladder that obviously my dog is not going to be able to get down. Apparently there's a way to bypass the Slot Canyon, get around, still get down to Buckskin Gulch from here, but we're not gonna do that today. Still got to see a Slot Canyon, which is pretty cool. That was not the hiking day that we expected to have. Unfortunately, did not make it to the Slot Canyon section of Buckskin Gulch. Still had a great day out on the trail. I am glad that we went to the normal Buckskin Gulch trailhead first because I think that was probably our best bet with Beckett. It was just a really long approach and it's very sunny today, and obviously a black dog in the sun even during the winter is going to get hot. I think that's why he was getting a little tired. We did about 3 miles out and back from the Wire Pass trailhead and he was totally fine, so based on that I would assume he would have been okay going further from the original trail, but I'm glad we turned around when we did. I never want to push him harder than he's willing to go. A little bit of a bummer we didn't make it, but I'm glad we still got to see a little bit of the Slot Canyon section of Wire Pass. Not the day we planned, but still a fun day.